my most esteemed laser peeps. Let me show you something in Inkscape that I just learned and it is amazing, and it's how to create an array. Now, if you don't know what that is, an array is something like a chain link. You have the same shape repeated over as long as you want that to be, or a rope, or a spiral thing, whatever the case. It's an array. I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm so excited. This is so cool. I love this. Okay. So you got a shape like this. We're going to show two examples here. But really they're the same example because this is basically a copy of that. So let's ignore that. And just focus on this DNA shape. Now this is several objects in one, but I want it to be one single object. So I'm going to copy that, paste. I'm going to go over to my path, unionize it, so now it is just one object. Here's what you can do. I'm going to copy this. Copy is important. I'm going to go make a line. So just click, click, enter. Now, the shape thing up here should have done that for me off the bat, but it's fine. Typically, you would click from clipboard and it would apply this here, but we're not going to be too concerned about that because we're going to go somewhere else. Something right here called Path Effects. You go here to Path, Path Effects. Go ahead and hit the plus sign down here, and it's going to add a modifier. You have a lot of options here. There is not enough time in this video to go over all of the things. I don't even know what all these things do. But this one right here is what I want to focus on. Pattern along path. We click that, and nothing happens. That's because we haven't applied anything yet. So I'm going to go here. Paste path. Now remember, I copied this option. Just copy. I'm going to grab the line there and hit this paste button. Are you ready for this? Take a collective breath. Pick up your jaw off the floor. Because some of you might be thinking, so what? What does that have to do with anything? I will continue. I'm going to go here to pattern copies. And instead of single and stretched out, I want just repeated. Do you see what it just did? It's duplicated it. Now if I were to grab this line and extend it, it repeated it again. Once there was enough space to have another strand, it repeated it. But now you might be wondering, oh, David, why did you show us this? What? I was on my lunch break and you showed us something that is meaningless. Look, there's a big old gap here. That is not fun. I don't want... Have faith in your designer. Because this spacing option right here, if you hit the minus button, you can close the gap on that. Now, I've done this before, and I think something like -30 is what would get that just right. About in that area. So I'm going to click until we get it just right, and look at that. Beautiful. Now I'm going to set it to just fill, and now look at that. Now it looks like it's a one unbroken strand of DNA. And if I were to zoom out a little bit more, stretch that on out, wow, look at all that. But there's only one step further you can take this that I'm going to show you today. One beautiful, beautiful step. If you curve that line, you also curve the design. I'm going to geek out for a second. Design is beautiful. Design is absolutely the most wonderful thing you can do. Especially in laser engraving, this is gold. Because I can make this shape take on whatever form I dang well please because of all these curves. I could have this loop back on itself. You know, have it intersect itself and have all these flawless little curves here and there and everywhere. Ramalama ding dong. This opens up so many design styles that you could exploit. And if this were like a string of words or something, or balloons, or a string of wreaths, if it's Christmas times, you want the branches with the little berries on them. leaves sprouting out. You can get such creative results with these, and all you have to do is make like one branch, maybe two, and just have it repeat over this pattern. This is a DNA strand. This is another example I showed up here where that's all it is just these little nodes and dots, and it follows that path, and it is just beautiful. I love this so much, and I have uses. I'm gonna play with this, but now you can too. You know what? This is why I like putting these videos onto here, so everyone can learn equally and show off, hey, here's how I applied this lesson thing that I learned the other day. So yeah, it's awesome. It's great. Oh, and if I guess this is the last thing I could share of this. You notice this one up here is skinnier than this version. You can control that here with the width. So if I were to shrink that down to like 0.5, then I can make the design skinnier. Yeah, if you don't like the beefed up version that this is, then you can skinny that up. You can make it almost like a thread. Like if that's really what you wanted, you do have the freedom to do that. Or keep it proper scale how it starts off. But you cannot do this with pixel graphics. You can't. That's why SVG vector graphics is so beautiful. I love it so much. And of course you can color this, but you can't really do color in laser engraving. You have to paint it afterwards. So you know what? To each their own. I am going to geek out hard over this. So enjoy. Please use this. It is awesome. I love it. I want to go now. Bye.